Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Given that the soap loves nothing better than Who's the Daddy storylines, odds are that RJ's girlfriend will turn out to be expecting in the wake of her special mince-fueled hookup with his cousin Zend. But of course, finding out that she's pregnant won't answer all of Luna's questions. Who's the daddy will still be hanging over her head. If the baby is RJ's, here's why that's so likely. There's not a whole lot of conflict to be played. Though Luna isn't ready to be a mom, he can assure her that Forrester kids grow up mostly off-screen with nannies or Aunt Donna. A child at this stage in Luna's life, RJ could suggest, would barely be an inconvenience. So the smart money is on Luna being pregnant by Zend. That jacks up the tension in the triangle that the show is trying so hard to make happen by giving him an uncuttable tie to his crush. Perhaps it will even open the door to bold and beautiful remembering that Zend only pursued Luna in the first place to stick it to RJ, and that he macked on her despite her saying repeatedly that she was not interested. She was happily involved with his cousin. Maybe the show will decide to turn him into a villainous cad after all and play a storyline in which he tries to manipulate and control Luna, the way AJ did Carly on General Hospital after their one-night stand resulted in the birth of baby Michael. At the Forrester mansion, Eric, Donna, Brooke, and Ridge moan over Sheila's resurrection. Brooke gets a text letting her know Zend is in the building and says she has to go. Ridge warns her to keep her head on a swivel. We don't know what Sheila's going to do. After Brooke leaves, Donna and Eric want Ridge to explain about Sheila. Ridge asks, "Does the name Janet Weber mean anything to you?" He fills them in on Sugar looking exactly like Sheila, Deacon and Finn rescuing Sheila, and Finn wanting her to be a part of his family. Eric is sure he hasn't forgotten who Sheila is. Ridge reports that Steffi told him Finn is calling her a hero. Everyone knows she'd say anything to get close to Finn except Finn. Ridge says the fact that his daughter had to give him an ultimatum doesn't sit well with him. At Forrester, Luna joins RJ in the design office and says, "I heard about Sheila. Are you doing Oak?" RJ says he's not. "She tormented our family for years. It felt nice that she was finally out of our lives." He wonders how Steffi's feeling. Luna sighs. She hates that there's a gulf between them. "I miss you. I really miss you, RJ." RJ misses her too. Luna guesses he still needs time. She moans, "God, I ruined everything." He reminds her this isn't his fault. "None of this was your fault." Luna worries about how he looks at her. She recalls how scared she was in the beginning that it was too good to be true. When he told her he loved her and nothing was ever going to change that, her fears went away. RJ still loves her, he just needs time to process what's happened. Luna hates herself for hurting him. She should have told him sooner. "I ruined our relationship that night. The night that I spent with Zend." In the main office, Zend and Carter discuss the unreal story of Sheila having a look-alike. Carter asks how his designs are coming. Zend admits he can't focus. Carter exclaims that he has to get his head on straight. He knows he's still conflicted about that night with Luna. He can't stop thinking about her. Zend knows the pain he's caused. Carter recaps that Zend knew exactly what he was doing. How he thought it was Oak is beyond him. She is in love with your cousin. He's falling for someone unavailable and needs to shut that down. Carter's made mistakes too and is speaking from experience. He almost destroyed everything he cares about and doesn't want that for Zend. Zend thanks him for not telling Ridge. Brooke comes in and wants to speak to Zend alone. Zend says Carter knows, and apparently you do too. Brooke fumes. "How you slept with Luna and stabbed my son in the back." Brooke asks Carter to leave, and he does. Zend tells Brooke he knows what he did was wrong. She says wrong doesn't begin to describe what he did. Zend explains that when he came back from the party, Luna was in his bed. Brooke exclaims, "My God!" Luna was the one who was drugged, not you. You knew exactly what was going on. She wonders how he could do this to his cousin. He knew how much he loved Luna. He's betrayed his cousin and his family. You had no right sleeping with Luna. Zenda tears up. At the Forrester mansion, Ridge tells Donna that he doesn't know what to do about Finn as Eric carries on a phone conversation with Lauren Fenmore. Sheila Carter is alive, he complains. After, Donna asks how Lauren took the news. Eric says she's in shock. Ridge says they're all in shock. This keeps happening. Sheila never has to pay for her crimes. Eric feels Finn is vulnerable to Sheila, but he made the right choice. Ridge maintains he shouldn't have asked Steffi to let her into their lives. He grunts that they have to be careful because Sheila Carter is back. In the design office, RJ knows this wasn't Luna's fault. Luna complains that it didn't only ruin their relationship, but his and Zendi's. RJ explodes that he doesn't care about Zend. He never should have touched her. He's his family and knew how much he cared about her. It will never go back to how it was between them. Luna says there's been a shift in him since this happened. The fun, boyish quality she fell in love with is gone now, and it breaks her heart. In the main office, Brooke wonders what Zenda's mother would think of his actions. She thinks Zend should leave and go to Forrester International. No, strike that, Forrester Antarctica. Zend argues he's earned his place there. Brooke thinks he threw it away. Luna went to the party on RJ's arm, yet he slept with her. She says RJ asked her not to tell his father because that's the kind of man he is. The kind of man I thought you were, Zendi cries. Brooke rants that Zendi didn't respect Luna or her son. He knew they loved each other, but he jumped at her anyway, without bothering to stop and ask what she was doing there. Zendi cries, I am so sorry. I feel ashamed about everything that's happened. He insists it was all a terrible misunderstanding, but they can put it all behind them. Nothing more will come of it. I promise you. In the design office, Luna tells RJ the sweet innocence of their relationship is gone forever. She sees pain and heartache in his face. I'm so sorry. RJ says it's Zenda's fault, not hers. I love you so much. She cries. RJ forgives her for not telling him sooner about what happened. Let's move on. All he needs is her. They embrace. RJ cradles her face. When he told her he loved her, he meant it. He won't let anyone or anything come between them. They kiss passionately. RJ has a meeting and has to go. They express their love again and he exits. Once alone, Luna smiles and sits at the desk. She goes on the laptop and suddenly she has to throw up in the wastebasket. She holds her stomach and gasps, Am I pregnant?